Krixi and I love the trees. First, let's talk about my abilities. Every time any of my abilities hit an enemy, my movement speed is increased. This is the reason for my mobility. I can kite enemies, as well as chase down enemies with this. I throw a projectile forward which deals magic damage to whatever is there in the path. The damage decreases after each hit. So if you manage to hit the enemy first, then the damage will be more. This is my main wave clear tool and also my primary damage source. After 2 or 3 items I can almost one-shot squishies with this only. I knock up all enemies inside a circle. This is my only escape tool or self-peeling tool. This ability does not do much damage but is very useful for catching out enemies. If I am fed and you manage to get caught in the knock-up, then most probably you'll be dead if I do my combo. For 5 seconds all enemies inside a circle around me are hit with a meteor shower which deals magic damage. Also I gain a burst of movement speed. An enemy can be hit a maximum of 4 times. If this is used when there are many enemies, then the damage will be divided. So try to use this skill when there are 2 or 3 enemies or ideally 1 target. Let's talk about the ability maxing order now. It is pretty simple. As always you max out the ultimate whenever it is available. Then max out the first ability and then the second. You should always take the first ability level 1 as it is your main wave clear and harassing tool. The only spell I like to use is Flicker. I am an immobile mage and I have no escape tools. So taking Flicker is a must for me. If you still haven't obtained Flicker, then you may use Heal instead. These are the items that I usually like to buy. I started with the Phoenix tier as my first item. I do not complete it into Orb of the Magi. Phoenix tier helps me keep my mana and health refreshed. After tier I go for Enchanted Kicks. These boots will increase my magic damage and also provide some magic penetration. Next build Frosty's Revenge. The reason I build Frosty's is because it syncs very well with my passive. When I use my abilities on enemies, I get a burst of movement speed due to my passive and also, Frosties will slow down the enemies. So I can chase down enemies easily. Next I build Boomstick. The passive of Boomstick works very well with all my abilities. Since all my abilities are AoE, Boomstick will get the explosion to all the enemies. This is the core build. The next items are usually situational. But under normal circumstances I go for Hecate's Diadem next as it will amp up my damage as a whole and end up with Staff of Null which will provide me with some juicy magic penetration. If the enemy starts building heavy magic resuscitance then I build Biritha's Agony instead of Hecate's Diadem. If there are enemies like Lubu, Tara, Aram etc. I rush Tome of the Reaper. This is the Arcana set that I usually like to use. It provides me with ample amount of ability power, life steal and magic pierce. Now let's watch some clips of me killing people. Ha 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 ha.
Oh, I'm a gummy bear. Yes, I'm a gummy bear. Oh, I'm a yummy, tummy, funny, lucky gummy bear. I'm a jolly bear, 'cause I'm a gummy bear. Oh, I'm a moving, grooving, jamming, singing gummy bear. Oh yeah, gummy, 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 gummy bear. Gummy, 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 gummy bear. gummy bear. Yes, I'm a gummy bear.
So that's pretty much it, guys. I am really strong in this meta. I am picked in almost all the games. So spam me before AOV decides to nerf me. Thanks for listening to me, guys. And remember, don't spill blood on the flowers.